Do you have a loyalty card at all?
Could you look at my address?
Show the back of it, yeah.
Right up here on the menu.
Sorry, tell me that again.
Yeah, living by your dreams. Quebec.
What is good, folks? So Karina and I are out using our crypto.com Jade Green cards today. So as you can see, what I'm about to do here is I'm going to use the Curve app to pay with my crypto.com Jade Green card without actually having to use the physical card. So it's essentially the same as Apple Pay. So as far as I'm aware, crypto.com don't have their cards attached to like Apple and Google Pay yet. So if you haven't got the Curve app, if you haven't got the free Curve card, it's free to do. There'll be a link in the description of this video where you can grab that, okay, and you'll be supporting the channel. As far as I'm aware, it's not available to US users at the moment, unfortunately, but if you're from the UK or the EU, then make sure you use the link, grab a card, and you can stop complaining about not being able to use crypto.com on Apple Pay, and just get this app, get the free card, and start doing what we're doing here. That's amazing, mate. Thank you. Thanks, see you, man. What's good, folks? Hope everybody's having a great day out there. So just let us know in the comment section below. Give us a bit of feedback on how you felt about sort of today's daily life vlog, and let me know how you feel when you sort of see me and Karina going out and doing stuff related to crypto, whether it be sort of traveling around using the profits from cryptocurrency, or sort of just going down the street getting a coffee, that kind of thing. I am sort of planning to do a little bit more content like that going into the future to just basically show the lifestyle that you can choose, or we choose to live based off cryptocurrency, you know, just taking a bit more power back and you know, having a bit more sort of economic democracy for yourselves. We're going to be talking about whether or not now is the right time for you to get a crypto.com card. If you're someone new to the space entirely, then something like a Ruby Red card might be good for you to jump into, okay? But is it the right time now? Should you wait? Because the staking model, or the model that's been put in place to actually acquire and invest for these cards, has changed or is changing for crypto.com. So Karina and I are here today just to top off this video by explaining our thoughts on this topic now. Alrighty, folks, so we are just on the crypto.com blog here now. Babe, you actually brought this to my attention quite recently, because I kind of wasn't following crypto.com for some time, and actually you brought this change to my attention, and this sort of original crypto.com update is back from the 18th of December, and it was talking about an update that was going to be effective from the 18th of January. So I am aware that we're in February now, but I think it's important just to go back in time just a month or so to just view the original. This is actually the current investment model that is still existing, okay? So as you can see here, I'm not going to go through them all, but for the Midnight Blue, it's 0 crow stake, and for that Ruby Steel, which is probably the most common, I guess, card that new people to the cryptocurrency space are going to invest in. Would you agree? Probably like the most common one. I think people that are looking to, or people that have been involved in crypto for some while, maybe have a deeper understanding, generally speaking, might be looking to go for something like a Jade Green or a Royal Indigo. But as we can see here for the Ruby Steel, we're looking at a 5,000 CRO stake, and we're looking at a 50,000 CRO stake for the Jade Green and Royal Indigo. Now, if we just go over to CoinGecko, where we can actually figure out how much that's actually worth at today's price, okay? So today's the 24th of February, 2021. So if you're someone right now who's thinking, okay, I need a card, I want those rewards, I want to get into crypto and use this great service, 5,000 CRO, let's go over and have a look right now and see what the price is going to be. So CoinGecko is a great little site for all sorts of things sort of crypto analytics related. So as you can see here, folks, it's 821 US dollars. That is the value for 5,000 CRO, okay? So if you want to get a Ruby Red card today, you have to invest 5,000 CRO, which is the equivalent to 821 US dollars.
Please be aware that the price of CRO is constantly fluctuating. So while it might be 821 US dollar today, maybe in a few hours it might be more or less.
Yeah, so the value can fluctuate based on this model, okay? So this model is actually changing though. So again, for people that are looking at getting into the card, make sure you do continue watching this video, because it's going to be really relevant to you guys out there. So if we scroll over to this next and more recent article, now this article This blog was out on the 17th of February 2021. Okay, Crypto.com Visa card staking requirements to be expressed in local fiat currencies. Okay, so this will be effective from the 19th of March. So again, just to remind you, it is the 24th of Feb. Okay, so you've got just under a month before this new model does come into effect. Okay, so let's scroll down now and have a look at the changes here. Okay, so again, as you can see for the Midnight Blue, that's a free card, of course. But if we go and look at the Ruby Steel card, I'm just gonna look. We've got euros, GBP, SGD, and Canadian dollars over here. Okay, we're just gonna focus on the US dollar equivalent here. Okay, so it's $400. Okay, so it's $400. It's a flat fee if you wait until the 19th of March to get involved in this. So if we compare that to CoinGecko before, what was it, $400? So $812 at today's price. Essentially, you know, if the price of CRO holds at its current value, right, the whole way through, hypothetically, then you essentially would be getting almost a 50% discount at this rate. And babe, I just want to ask you, like, what, I mean, obviously, you know, not financial advice, you know, we're not financial advisors, but with, I guess, the current market conditions, everything happening with cryptocurrency at the moment, it becoming so much more mainstream. We've got a lot of, like, people that, you know, never heard of Bitcoin asking questions of how to get involved. You know, I know I made a video, we saw the Crypto.com coin, the Crow coin, do like nearly 100%, and then it retraced. I don't know how much exactly, but maybe around 30-40% the next day. But with all that information that you have, I mean, if you sort of had to make a decision, a call to say whether you think the price of the CRO token is going to go up over the next sort of 2-3 weeks, or down, or maybe even consolidate, so keep the same price, what would your prediction be for the CRO token?
I feel like because of the on-chain staking coming up on the 25th of March, is it? I feel like maybe that's the date.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah, 25th of March, yeah.
There's likely going to be a lot of buyers flooding into the market in order to get their hands on some CRO while it's still cheap. Yeah, well, it is actually cheap. Yeah. So while it's still cheap, there's going to be a lot of money flooding into the market before that date. Mm-hmm. I think.
Yeah.
Like that's the logical way to see it, I think. But at the same time, a lot of people are going to be waiting in order to get a discount on the cards. Mm-hmm. So I believe either the price will stay around what it's at, maybe fluctuations, of course, as with everything. But it's really hard to say whether there's going to be a spike in price now or whether that's going to come later. But it's definitely coming at some point.
Yeah, and what are the chances of it doing like another minus 50% in the next 2-3 weeks? You know, do you think there's some reason? Because I guess the reason why I'm asking you that question is because obviously people that, you know, if the price of the CRO token is going down, you're like going down over 50% roughly from here, okay, you're gonna be arguably better. You'd be better off getting a Ruby Red card. I think if it goes down like another 60% before this new staking model comes into effect, you're going to be able to actually get this Ruby Red card cheaper, because at the moment you're paying double the price, for it. So I guess for the people out there that are thinking, you know, is there any chance of there being a dump in the price so I could actually get in cheaper than $400, which will be effective from the end of the month? Well, sorry, not from the end of the month.
19th.
From the 19th, you know, what would you say to those people? Would you say, you know, maybe wait out, or maybe are we too far gone? What's gonna happen?
Okay, so I believe that if you want to get the card at a discount, you're gonna have to wait anyways. So whether you wait until the 19th of March to get it at 400, or you think maybe it might go down 50-60%, I get it cheaper, you're still gonna wait until the 19th of March. Right? Now, is it going to happen? I doubt it. I doubt that it's going to have a 50-60% retracement from today until the 19th of March. So, yeah, I believe, you're just going to wait anyways for it. Yeah, and if that happens, you're going to wait until the 19th of March, and then if it does happen, then that's a bonus, right?
Yeah.
But I doubt it's going to retrace that much.
Yeah, I agree. Obviously, we're not financial advisors. Like I said before, we can't be sure. All right, we can't be sure. But I think there's just too many indicators pointing to the fact that it's either going to consolidate slash slowly appreciate from where it is now. We had like I said, about 100%, almost 100% increase, had like a 30-40% correction, consolidating now kind of with a lot of other coins and Bitcoin in the market now. And so, yeah, and especially, you just got to think, cryptocurrency prices do move with fundamental news, okay? And in my opinion, I think for both of us, this crypto.com chain, which I have made a video about before last year, the launch of their mainnet and their 20% on-chain staking is just going to be absolutely monumental. And what it means is people are going to be accumulating. People are not going to be selling their CRO right now. They are, we saw this 30% correction after the 90% increase. People see that and they think, okay, do you know what? Perfect time. Let's fill our bags with CRO. Any smart investors doing that, and they're going to take that CRO on-chain through the DeFi wallet or other means of entry to the on-chain staking, and they're going to be staking that through the smart contract and getting 20% paid out APY. So I think waiting around to try and catch the bottom on this one is probably not the right call. I think if I was someone, I think we can both agree that if we were sort of looking to get the Ruby card, we would be waiting until the end of the month and just paying a straight up $400 for that Ruby Red card, basically. And so now that we've established that, I guess, do you think this is a better model, a worse model? Are there arguments either side versus the old staking model? Because I think a question that a lot of you out there are going to basically have is, okay, yeah, how does this affect us, and why are they doing it? Maybe so maybe we can just give our views on that a bit.
My view on this is that my view is pretty much positive, because you can, regardless of the price of CRO, you're always going to pay the same in value when it comes to getting a card. Yeah. And then if the price of CRO does go up, then the value that you're holding is going to go up.
Yeah. And
so you can always unstake. And then...
and bear in mind, though, how long's the stake period, though? 6 months, right?
days.
So 6 months. So bear in mind, the stake period...
Is it 6 days or is it 3 months?
No, 6 months. 6 months. For any new investors coming on board and jumping on a card, staking your CRO. Okay, I'm aware there's a lot of people watching the channel that they know that I talk a lot about crypto.com. But for those new, you are staking for this card. You've got to lock that CRO token away for 6 months. Okay, and then your card will be will be on its way to you. So yeah, carry on.
Okay, so if the value, let's say you get the icy white and you put down 40,000, the value of CRO goes up, then 6 months later you can unstake, you can take the profits, and then you can restake. I guess. I'm not sure. I haven't done it, so I don't know. But I guess you could. I guess you could do. You should be able to do that.
You'll be able to, yeah.
On the other side, though, if the value of your CRO goes down, you'd just be holding it. So I guess worst case scenario, you don't cash out, but then that would be more or less the same as before, right? Where you'd just be holding the CRO regardless of the price fluctuations. So if you look at it from that point of view, that's positive.
Yeah.
I guess we should try to point out what could be negative for certain people about this model.
All right, babe. So we've spoken a bit about, the topic of the cards and everything like that. Now, what do you think are maybe the pros and the cons of this new model versus the old model? Do you think one is better for someone just about to get into the space, or worse, or is it the same? Does it make a difference? Quick summary and your thoughts on that, really.
If we're talking absolute pure beginners who have never been in the crypto, just getting into the crypto space. Yeah,
more or less brand new people. Maybe you've heard about cryptocurrency, and this is like a gateway to start and get involved for maybe that kind of person.
So for that kind of person, thinking in terms of CRO, it could be a little bit complicated and could seem a little bit mathematical. So I believe this could be a good, a positive change for those people who are completely new to the crypto space, because they can think in terms that they are used to, like US dollar. And so if you're a new person to crypto and you're not used to thinking in terms of other currencies, then you can assume that in your account you have to hold. So staking means to just hold in your account 400, let's say we go for the Ruby Red, $400, and that's going to give you a certain amount of CRO, which is going to be different to each person, right? Depending on when you get the card.
Yeah.
And so you're holding 400 worth of CRO so you're holding $400. Okay, so let's think in terms of US dollars. That is equivalent to an X amount of CRO, and then when you unstake, you're going to get that X amount of CRO back, but the value that you get back is going to be different. And you can keep an eye on this in your account, in your CRO account, in your wallet. And so, yeah, I think it probably makes it easier for newbies to understand that way rather than in terms of CRO.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah, no, good. That sounds good. All right, folks, appreciate watching today. Make sure you do like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bells on if you appreciated the content today, and do the same for Karina as well. I really would appreciate that. And yeah, we'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.